So these are the cutest 11-ounce color changing mugs that I got, and I can't wait to get these started. So I'm going to be using HTV Ront 125 sublimation paper. I am going to be using my sublimation printer that is an Epson EcoTank 2760 that I've converted over to sublimation printing by adding sublimation ink. And I am going to be using the HTV Ront mug and tumbler press. So the HTV Ront instructions said 6 to 8 minutes. So I'm going for 7 minutes and it's 385 degrees. So I've got this heating up. So as soon as it gets up to 385 and I get my mugs all ready to go, I will be pressing these. These are some of the designs that I picked out to put on these magic mugs, whatever you want to call them, color changing mugs. When you add the hot liquid to them, they change color. And I went with these because this one kind of will blend into the blue. This will kind of blend into the red, but also leave the black letters to show up on the red. Same with this. Here are some of the Aurora Borealis, and I found these on Creative Fabrica. You can search Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis, different ones. This is another one. So I have the Creative Fabrica All Access. So I download these and bring them into my Canva account. I uploaded those into my Canva. You do need to measure your mugs because there is a part of the mug that will probably not go into your heat press. And so you want to make sure that you're only putting on the size onto your mug that will go all the way to the edge of your heat mechanism in your heat press. And so everyone needs to measure their mugs to see what size you need. So then you can make a new document and add. This is the one that I decided to put on the black mug. And let's go back in here now. So these are for the red and the blue mugs. So I'm going to show you how I changed the color on these and to put some backgrounds in there to get the look that I wanted. So I brought in this Faith Over Fear here. And so now if you click on this and you go to edit right here, edit. So you're going to go to adjust and most of the time you will come up with a color palette here. Sometimes you won't, and then you can only change the shadows, the contrast, or use duotones. But for this one, it did. So what I did is I wanted to come in here. First of all, I didn't like the look of the design. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'll stretch this out and make it bigger here so that you can see. I don't like this little plant here, and I didn't like this in here. Not that I don't like it, I just didn't want it on this mug. So I am going to go, first of all, I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit my image and I'm going to go into Magic Eraser. I do have the Canva Pro. Anything that has the crown here is Canva Pro. So if you don't have Pro, you're going to have to go into another program to do your erasing on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through here. I'm going to take this out. I mean, it's a great design, but I just don't want this on the mug. And I'm going to erase this plant here too. So I'm going to go through, just go over this with my mouse here. You can make your brush larger and smaller. So I'm just going to keep it here, fill this in. Then I'm going to go up here to erase and I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to go and see if I have everything out of my image. I'm going to bring it in here. Oh, nope, I missed a few spots. See that? So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go to edit again, Magic Eraser. I'm also going to get rid of this. And there was another one here somewhere. They're very hard to see on here. So I'm going to make this bigger so that I can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to click on these and I'm going to go. I want to get rid of this one, get rid of this piece here. I got to go over whoops, to where I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. There's a few more pieces over here. So with this color, it's hard to see, but that's why you just can go back over it again, hit erase, and then we'll go in and we'll look at the design again. So I'm going to close this And that seems to be the look that I was going for. You can see it here. Yep, that seems to be the look I was going for. And then I added the cross. So first I'm going to do here, I think I got that element from here. So I'm going to put cross in here. And I'm just going to make this quick, but see if I can find that cross here. You can use any cross really. So I don't have to search too terribly long for you here. I'll just put this one in here for now. So I'll bring this into my design and I'll bring it in. Now what I'm going to do is I want to change some of these colors, like I said. So I'm going to edit the cross first, and I will go into adjust and see. See, now that one didn't give me the color changing, the color of the black. So now I'm going to go into duotone here, and I'm just going to pick a color that I think will be pretty on that blue. I'll use this one. So now it changed the cross to that. Now I'm going to highlight my image again, go in under edit. I'm going to go to adjust. And I'm going to scroll down to those colors again. So now the orange, I'm going to change this orange color to, let's see here, something that'll go with that blue a little bit better. You know, you can go with really anything, but I want to kind of hide this in the mug so that when the color changes, that's when it pops. So I got that. I like that blue can stay there. And then let's go with the green here now and change that to a blue. Of course, this isn't exactly the colors that I used up above, but you can see the idea of what I'm getting at here. And now I'm going to highlight this, and I'm actually going to change that a little bit here. I don't want that quite that dark. I want it lighter. See what I can get here for color. Go with a little lighter color. I'm getting it lighter because I want it not to show up much in the on the mug until it changes its color. So you understand how this works now. So then you can either download this and add your second design or just make two of them. So now I want to show you how I did these backgrounds here that I put behind them. So let's go find that. So go back to elements here, and I am going to search bleach spot. I use the bleach spots a lot. I already downloaded a bunch of them. I'll go to my uploads here, and I'll search bleach spot here. I brought a bunch in from Creative Fabrica quite a while ago. I do use these bleach spots quite a bit. Oop, can't see this one at all. Maybe I will go back to the elements. You can see it better. Here, we'll use this one, and I'm going to pull it over my design here. And you can either use a bleach spot, and then you're going to change the color of this slightly so that it shows up so that you can see it, because it's not going to show up on the white of when your mug turns white. So I'm going to go here, and I am going to just maybe put a little fresco there. And now I'm going to send that to the back, just like that. So now when the mug turns white, this is what they will see under the blue. And you can see that I did that idea here, but I used actually Aurora Borealis. So let's go in here and we'll pull this bleach spot out, and I'll look here for Aurora. Aurora. See if I can find it here. All right, and so here's a bunch of them here. So you can put it in. Let's try this one here and pull it in here. And I just kind of leveled it on here. And then I started playing with the colors again. So I went in and I just started adjusting these colors, trying to get them more of the blue hue. Get this one, just changing the colors to get it to blend in on the mug. So now I'll send this to the back. So you see how this works here. This actually was a little too dark on the mug. I could still see it through there a little bit, but you get the idea of how this works. Here is my sublimation printed design. And of course, you want to make sure that you reverse your image when printing. And now I've used heat resistant tape to get it in place. So I have got the cup in, and we are ready to get started. And I will come back when it's done. On the left here, you can see that the press is closed, and then you can see that handle part that I was talking about. You do not want to have your image on the part where the handle is because your heat press will not be able to press that on your mug. And then on the right there, you can see it just as it finished. Be sure to use heat-resistant gloves for this. These come out extremely hot, and the ceramic holds the heat for a very long time. So be sure to have a cooling mat ready for these as well. So on the left there, you can see right after I took it out of the press, and you can see the white. And of course, the handle didn't turn completely white because it's still a little cool because it wasn't in the heat press. That part did not get pressed. And then on the right there, you can see after I took the paper off, this is what the mug looks like when it has a hot liquid in it. So then you can see that little background of that pinky color that I put on the back, and you can also see the words and the design quite clearly. And we're doing the same process for the blue mug. On the right there, you can see that I have my image taped in place with heat-resistant tape, and I started the process there on the left. Second one is almost done. There we go. I just love how they turn white. Okay, so heat-resistant gloves, and we'll get this one unwrapped. You can see here that the red one is still quite hot. It takes a long time for these to cool down. And here's the blue one on the right. The black one is changing to white now too. It is so cool watching this. And here is the black one, almost ready to come out. So I will get this out and unwrap. This is my favorite, I think, of the three. You can see that the red is finally starting to get some color back. So I'll get this unwrapped. So I did kind of a black aurora. I think it's going to look really pretty when this one turns black and then it starts to heat up again. So let's wait until these get their regular colors back and see what they look like. And here are all three of the mugs when they are cooled down. The black is totally black. You can't see anything behind it. The blue, you can see a hint of that faith over fear on there. So if you don't want to see it, you have to lighten your colors up or match the blue more, or use more black so that you see it both when it is blue and when it is white. And then on the left there, you can see the red one. And so you have to be very you have to think about what you're going to put on these mugs so that what they're going to look like when they're cold and what they're going to look like when they're hot. I suggest adding a care tag for these if you're going to be giving them as gifts. I made this cute little tag with my Cricut print and cut. It says magic mug, add hot liquid and watch the magic happen. And then I put on there hand wash to enjoy it until you break it, because I suggest letting people know to hand wash these. I do send my black one through the dishwasher. I have not sent the red or the blue one through the dishwasher, but I don't suggest, I always tell people to hand wash anything that is done with sublimation.
Please like my video and subscribe to my channel and see links below.